All right, so Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salute to the hope for the elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Hoping to receive mercy from Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh. Yahweh is to say the name of our Heavenly Father, through the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Latinos, we are the Israelites as according to the prophecies of the Holy Scriptures. Just your brother Shamar from the GMS Jamaica camp, doing our lunchtime reasoning through the Spirit. I pray this lesson is edifying. Want to get to this topic, say, as we see the fall of this wicked society ruled by Esau, Edom, things are getting harder and harder, as the pressure tightens and tightens like a serpent tightening its grip on its prey. And as things get more difficult, especially out here in this so-called land of Jamaica, the land of our captivity, predominantly for the Benjamites, that's all the 12 tribes of Israel. A lot of people are going to be trusting in man. A lot of people are going to be trusting in jobs. A lot of people are going to be trusting in carnality, right? Not realizing that, the Lord puts His people through some trials and tribulations so that His people can call upon Him, call upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? And again, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, Latinos, you are actually the Israelites, man. Just to reiterate, mostly in Jamaica, you have the tribe of Benjamin. All right, and if you can receive it from the Spirit, there you have it. If not, this is not for you. All right, so I have a couple precepts. I'll wrap it up. Pray this lesson is edifying. This is Isaiah 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many. I'll pause right there. Woe to them. What is woe? Woe means, matter of fact, let's look it up. Right, Isaiah 31 verse 1. For edification, let's look it up. So this is the blue letter of the Bible. Let's see the Hebrew word, what it means for woe. And of course the internet isn't working, so you can look it up if you want to verify what I'm saying. But the Hebrew, what woe means is death and destruction, man. That's pretty much it. Death and destruction, a bad time, woe. Right? Let me see if this can help us in the interim. That's the Merriam-Webster dictionary for woe. Definition of woe: condition of deep suffering from misfortune, affliction, or grief. Right? So everybody knows that woe is not a good thing, always a bad thing, man. So woe to them, death and destruction, affliction and grief to them that go down to Egypt for help. Now, Egypt, right? Of course, the blue letter Bible is still not working, but Egypt is the Hebrew word matazarium. Brothers can correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it means double straits or a position of difficulty. So Egypt notoriously was where the Israelites, one of the first places the Israelites served slavery. That's when Moses went and said to Pharaoh, "Let my people go." Right, that was in the captivity in Egypt. So, but Egypt is doesn't have to be the physical landmass, because right now, on this side of the world in the West, especially the land of North America, and of course the other places as well where the tribes find themselves, that's spiritual Egypt. Okay, so woe to them that basically trust in the system of oppression for them help. Right, that's what this is saying. And stay on horses. Horses represent of power, trust in the powers that be, which is the so-called white man, the devil, and even to this day, horses refer to power when they talk about the horsepower of a car. That's like the power that the car has to accelerate, And stay on horses and trust in chariots. Chariots represent their power as well, their army, their strength, because there are many, because they have such a vast army. Their power is so vast, You know, their autonomy is so far reaching, you know. You think it's that's who you should trust in, but no. You're supposed to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yashai, the one, the power, the real, the most high power that give kingdoms to whosoever he will, right? And in horsemen, because they are very strong, and they look not into the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yashai, and that's the point, you know. Woe unto them that trust in carnality, you know, trust in creation and don't trust in the Creator, you know. That's not a wise thing, you know. We're supposed to fear the Most High and trust in Him and know why certain things are brought upon us. Now, I only had 3 scriptures line up, but let me get one more. All right. One of my favorite precepts. This is Ecclesiasticus 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? So this is, I bring that out to say the Lord puts us through things. When you serve the Lord going to put you through trials, tribulations, through temptations, diverse trials, tribulations, temptations. Why? Because the Lord is trying you, as it is written in verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You know, the Lord tries his men, puts us through, you know, certain practical things for us to display the theory that we learn when we read the scriptures, right? It tells us what we're supposed to do. I read on in verse 2. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, you know, and make not haste in time of trouble. Good. So you're supposed to set your heart aright and constantly endure. But why are you constantly enduring? Because you're going to be going through things that you need to endure, man. Those temptations and those diverse tribulations, man. But through it all, verse 3, you're supposed to cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. You know, so it didn't say you might be changed into a low estate. You know, those that serve the Lord, they're going to go through hardships, and you're supposed to be patient when you change to a low estate. You know, you're not quick to act. You're not too fast to respond. You know, you filter things through the scripture. You take a step back and look at things spiritually. You know what I'm saying? You don't just react if the government say you have to do this or have to do that, like take the job, you know, in order to get certain things done, to function in society. That's not what you do when you're faced with adversity. What you do is you pray to the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yashai, to deliver you and provide a way, right? Toward Yahweh Hashem Yashai for that precept. Let me jump to this one as well. This is Ecclesiasticus 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, you know, especially when you're going through hardships. We have to keep remember is the Lord is putting us through these things. We're not supposed to trust in carnality. You're supposed to turn to the Lord when things are good, turn to the Lord when things are bad. You know, the Lord puts us through things through trials and tribulations and temptations for us to call upon him, man. That's ultimately what it is. Everything is done for the glorification of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So once again, Ecclesiasticus 5, verse 7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. You know, shrug that procrastination demon. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. So those that trust in carnality and think say you're safe and sound because, you know, you have a fire stick upon you, you know, a chromas, a weapon, you know, because you have food stuck up, you know, because you have a job and you feel secure in your position, you're collecting your pay every month or twice a month, and everything is all good, you know. You trust because you know you feel good. You have all the girls, or you have, you know, you trust in your woman, you trust in whatever carnality, you know, and not putting the Lord first and foremost. You know, whatever you fight that give you your solace, and have you feeling comfortable and secure. If as long as it's not the Lord, you know, that can be snatched away from you at a moment's notice. You know, that carnality that you feel safe with. You know, whether you have food stuck up before the famine reach, or you have your weapon to protect you and your family. Yo, that is nothing when the um that is nothing when the day of vengeance comes, man. You know, you can perish like dust in the wind. You just perish like nothing if you don't have Yahweh Bashim Yashai to defend you. You know, because at the end of the day, we're at the will of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. You know, so we need to respect the power. You know, the Most High and His only begotten Son who advocates for us. You know, the lesson's getting a little longer. Let me just wrap it up. I think I'm making the point, but I'll end with this. This is Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. See, know that I, even I, am Him. Salakia. See, know that I, even I, am He, and there is no other power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Right? So, trusting in carnality not going to deliver out of your hand. All the idols that you worship, as long as it's not Yahweh Shemir Shai, you know, they're just dumb idols and not going to deliver you in the time when you're going to need deliverance. Yahweh Shai, you know, is the deliverer. They're going to deliver on behalf of Yahweh, right? So all the carnality and the folly that you believe in and you're securing, you know, trusting in the government, trusting in your job, trusting in whatever goods you have stored up, trusting in your farmland, trusting in your the pay that you're receiving, that's sustaining you, you know. I mean, that can wither away like I don't even know what, man. Like nothing, man, because it is nothing compared to Yahweh Shemi Shai, the ultimate power that provides all that and can snatch it from you at a moment's notice, you know. So, one to them that trust in Egypt, man, go down to Egypt for help, and not trusting in the Lord, you know. As for me and my house, we shall serve Yahweh Bashim Shai, and the hopeful elect will do so until, you know, we're up in those chariots. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Akakodash, for giving spirit to this lesson. Shalom to the elect. Pray it was edifying.